weird video games.
Look at this commercial. This was a TV commercial for dog food in the 70s. Chuck Wagon was the name of a dog food brand, and the dog chases a miniature wagon to get to its meal. They made a video game out of this. It's not a super weird game per se, but I'm making it an honorable mention because this is a weird as monkey flavored crap idea to base a video game on. You control the dog from the commercial, and as the title Chase the Chuck Wagon suggests, you chase the Chuck Wagon. Well, chase is a strong word considering the Chuck Wagon doesn't actually move. So it's not so much chasing as it is slowly meandering until arriving at a stationary object. It counts as a chase in the same way that pushing your grandma down the stairs counts as a boxing match. Is this Chuck Wagon a hallucination? Is it a metaphor for how this food is so enticing your dog will want to run after it? Or is there a legit miniature Chuck Wagon that phases through walls in order to lead dogs to breakfast? As far as the commercial goes, I can't really tell, but as for the game, it's best to take this literally, as in it's either a haunted wagon driven around by tiny ghostly people, or else some quantum wagon out of phase with our reality. Or, well, in the game it just sits there, and it's big enough that it could be a regular everyday wagon, so who can say? So, since chasing an immovable object is impossible to fail, they made the house into a maze, gave you a time limit, and made the world bent on murdering you. This is what's known as the paperboy approach. Like every game, there are obstacles between you and victory. In this case, it's a bone that must have the same phasing properties as a wagon because it flies right through walls at frightening, offensively fast speeds. If you could go anywhere near that speed, this game would be more like a game and less like a clinical trial and the disorienting effects of frustration. Why is the bone considered an obstacle? Not a foggy. Well, a slight foggy. I mean, I guess if the dog is running after food, seeing a bone he can chew on instead would distract him. But that means this dog food company is trying really hard to sell themselves short. Chuck Wagon dog food. So good, your dog will lose interest before he gets to his bowl and just chew on a bone instead. They might as well have taken that approach to advertising this game as well. Chase the Chuck Wagon. The game that will have you put the cartridge in the Atari but never actually get around to turning on the power switch. Because, hey, there might be something good on TV. If this bone touches you, you freeze in place for several seconds, whether by fear or by supernatural compulsion, as this thing passes bodily through our hero, leaving a cold electric sensation that permeates its tiny canine frame, leaving it immobile and unable with its limited intelligence to understand what has happened more than just a base form. Sometimes it's not a bone, but another dog. A ghost dog, maybe. And sometimes, I don't know, a meatball? Let's say a meatball. Either way, the result is the same. They stop you from moving while the timer runs down. The timer is the real foe here. Also this little gray man. Is he your owner? I kind of guessed so until I discovered that touching him causes you to instantly lose a life. No freeze in place, instant death. Okay, I know this game must have been for kids, and these games never say 3 lives, it's always 3 tries or whatever. The dog doesn't actually die, he just fails in his mission to eat. So yeah, he probably dies anyway. But anyway, why would your owner be preventing you from getting to your food? Maybe it's not your owner. Who is it? A zombie? An alien? I mean, he is gray. Or one of the ghostly wagon operators? No, those guys would want you to get to the wagon, right? Or, well, this is inexplicably a maze, so we might as well say it's a minotaur. When you finally do reach the wagon, you go on to a bonus round where the thing shoots bright, flashing dog dishes. You have to time the fire button just right, and then your dog suddenly moves slower than if it was carrying a pack saddle filled with neutron stars. Look at this dog. He could have Penta and the Flash on his team in a foot race, and if you average out their times, you'd need an electron microscope to measure their progress in 8 days. And then the game just repeats. Little gray man, dog bone, meatball, or whatever is going on. If you think the manual explains any of this, it does. It explains what this gray man is. That's it. Why there's a dog catcher in your house, or how he has the authority to seize a dog trying to eat dinner is still up in the air. But at least we know what he is. As for what this brown thing is, no clue. Why these things go right through walls? No answer. Why you have to watch out for a bone or a meatball? We will never know. This manual, which might as well be a drinks menu, offers as much of an explanation as Stephen Hawking could if he was forced to communicate only interpretive dance. Okay. Can I move now? Okay, just move. Let me move. Really? Okay. I'm just gonna. What? Okay, is this gonna even let me? How am I supposed to do this? Okay, now it hit me twice. Okay, 17 seconds. Okay, this game's impossible. It's impossible. There's no way I can... It's going faster now. Wait, oh, it missed me. Oh, there, I can move again. Okay.